Have you ever been in a conversation where someone said something, and all you could think to reply was, I agree, or I don't agree? It happens to all of us. When I first started talking with native speakers, I noticed they rarely said just, I agree. Instead, they used these short, expressive phrases that made their conversations sound so natural. So today, I'm going to share 5 powerful ways to agree and disagree in English, the kind of expressions native speakers actually use every day. And we'll do it through little stories, so you'll know exactly how and when to use each one in real life. Exactly. You've probably heard this one before, but let me show you how native speakers really use it. Let me tell you a quick story. The other day, I was chatting with my friend about work. He said, I think we should focus on quality, not just speed. And I instantly agreed. That was precisely what I was thinking. So I looked at him and said, exactly. It's short, it's powerful, and it shows that you completely share the same idea. When you say exactly, it's like telling the other person, yes, you just said what I was thinking. Use exactly when you strongly agree and want to sound confident or enthusiastic. It's perfect for friendly chats, discussions, or even in meetings when someone makes a great point. That's so true. Sometimes you just want to show that you relate, that you understand exactly how the other person feels. That's when you can say, that's so true. Let me paint you a picture. You're having coffee with a friend, just relaxing. They say, time flies when you're busy. You smile, nod, and say, that's so true. Simple, but this little phrase does a lot. It shows empathy, connection, and shared experience. Use "that's so true" when you agree based on experience, something you've felt or noticed yourself. It's more than just agreeing. It's like saying, I felt the same way too. I couldn't agree more. Our next expression sounds a little formal, but it's perfect when you completely agree with someone. Let me tell you a story. A few weeks ago, my friend said, honestly, sleep is the best medicine. And I just laughed and said, I couldn't agree more. Because, let's be real, when you finally get a good night's sleep, it feels like you can handle anything, right? This expression literally means, it's impossible for me to agree any more than I already do. In other words, you agree 100%. Use I couldn't agree more when you strongly agree with an idea, opinion, or statement, especially in a serious or thoughtful conversation. I'm not so sure about that. Let's move to the disagreeing side of conversations. Because, let's be honest, we can't agree with everyone all the time, right? But here's the thing. Disagreeing doesn't have to sound rude or negative. You can still sound polite and respectful. Let me give you a real-life situation. Your friend says online classes are way better than in-person ones. Now, you don't completely agree, but you also don't want to argue or make it awkward. So you smile and say, I'm not so sure about that. This phrase means you don't fully agree or you have doubts, but you're saying it gently. You're giving space for your opinion without sounding like you're attacking theirs. I see your point, but this one is great when you want to disagree politely, especially in professional or serious situations. Let's say you're in a meeting and your coworker says, we should skip lunch breaks so we can finish faster. You understand their idea, it makes sense in some way, but you also believe taking breaks is important. So you say, I see your point, but everyone needs rest to stay productive. This expression shows that you understand and respect the other person's opinion, but you don't completely agree. It's a diplomatic way to disagree. Kind, respectful, and clear. So, next time you're in a conversation, don't stop at I agree or I don't agree. These phrases will make your English sound more natural, polite, and confident. Which one do you think fits your personality the most? Tell me in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more daily English expressions and real-life stories.